Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. The message that I received came to me while I was watching Hunger Games. And while I was watching, I don't remember exactly which one this is, but um, I think his name is Cena. Um, he was basically telling Katniss, I'm not allowed to bet, but if I could, I bet on you. And after this line played, I heard sirens go by, and I was like, okay, that's a message. That's a message. That was my confirmation. Um, the scripture comes from Ezekiel 21 and 30. Let the sword return to its sheath in the place where you were created. In the land of your ancestry, I will judge you. I will pour out my wrath on you and breathe out my fiery anger against you. I will deliver you into the hands of brutal men, men skilled in destruction. You will be fuel for the fire. Your blood will be shed in your land. You will be remembered no more, for I the Lord have spoken. Ooh, baby, baby, baby. Okay, so God is saying that there is someone that was told that they could beat you, they could take you out, they could destroy you. And it was like kind of how when you think about, and that's crazy because I was thinking about that as I said the name Sinner, it sounds like sinner in a sense. But anyways, God is saying like it was kind of like a meeting held. Like somebody actually called this person and asked this person to cause you harm in some kind of way. Bless you. In some kind of way, somebody asked someone to do something. Like somebody asked somebody, regardless if somebody asked somebody to start a rumor about you, maybe somebody asked somebody to like take a job from you, take a man from you, take like it's like somebody was called to take something from you. And you know, in the Hunger Games, it's basically like a match, like a big battle. Everybody goes up and everybody play like they go and they fight to the end or whatever. I'm pretty sure y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyways, I just feel like there was somebody that was called up to this position to where they were going against you. Um, it could even be a situation like you started a business. Maybe you decided that you were gonna start selling lashes, and then somebody else was told, "Oh, you should sell lashes because you can sell them better than they can," or you should what else could it be like? You should do whatever such and such is doing because you can do it better than they can. They think they so good at it, or they think they all that, or they think they this, and you can do it better than them. I bet I bet you live it to them. I bet you can really take it to a different level. And God is saying that He Himself will pull them down. He himself will knock them out of your way. It's like this person was called in a position to get in your way. Like they are meant to, I hear a distraction. Like they're meant to tear you down. They're meant to stop you. I think I told this story before how I had set up when I used to have um all natural, what is it, skincare. And I had my setup at this market, and I had gave someone came and bought some from me. And you know, legally you have to put the ingredients on the product. And the next week when I came back, she had stole my recipe. And you know, it was crazy to me because I think she had a table where she was like selling one thing, and she completely switched over to skincare, and everything that she had the ingredients that I had in this one product. And you know, at that moment, you know, I could have got mad. I could have went over there and knocked over her table. We could have been rolling all over the floor. but that would have been a distraction. And I just feel like God is saying that there's someone that was called to distract you. And one thing that I realized, even when that happened, to this person, this market is it. But for me, this is not it. Like, basically, I don't have to just set up here, I don't have to just sell here. And I learned that there are better ways. Like, every business is different. um a lot of times when it comes to business, you do better figuring out who your market is and figuring out what they like. And just, you can't batter yourself together with everybody else, if that makes sense. Like, you can't assume that just because somebody copies something. Just like, when I created my cosmetic line, so many other people decided that they wanted to sell lashes. And at first, all I was going to sell is lashes. But everybody, like, it was so many people that, like, I don't want to say they copied off of me, but a lot of people I knew all of a sudden decided they wanted to sell lashes. And that's really what pushed me to say, okay, I'm going to sell lipstick and eyeshadow too. And then the next year, I was like, you know what? I'm going to bump it up. I'm going to have an even bigger cosmetic line. And it got to a point to where I just started coming out with collections every year. For a few years, I actually had multiple collections come out in a year. I started my skincare line. I started designing clothes. And it's just like every time I felt like someone was mimicking me, or every time I felt like I needed to change something, or I needed growth for myself or for my business, I would just step into a new margarine. And I'm basically saying this to say that I realized that it wasn't the product that I had that made me popular. It wasn't like the exact way that I do makeup, or it's not my the way it's not my clothes, it's not in my the any kind of designer, it's not in any kind of specifics. It's just me. Like, I have to realize that a big part of my marketing, when it all came down to it, I wanted to hire models at first, but I eventually ended up using myself. And I realized that that was what was best for my company. And I'm saying this to say, like, long story short, you have to realize that it doesn't matter what you do or how you do it. It's always going to be somebody else doing it, regardless if they doing it specifically to copy off you, or if they are doing it because that's what they want to do, or if they doing it because they were already doing it. It's always going to be somebody else that's doing something similar or kind of like what you're doing. What you have to realize is that it is bigger than what you're doing. You have to realize you're doing something for yourself, and you have to figure out who you are and how to put who you are in what you're doing. Okay, and back to what I said, this person, whoever this is, or it may not even just be one person, it could be multiple people. It could be a thing where every time you get to a new level, it's somebody new. Because I also experienced that up on my journey. Every time I did something new, there was someone else that was competing with me, or someone else that copied this, copied that. It's always gonna, like, that's always gonna happen. So if you think that you're gonna be able to get out of that, understand it's not gonna happen. But God is saying that you do what He told you to do. Carry on doing what God asked you to do. And know that He is going to bless you. Know that every single person that does do it with this idea that they're coming at you, God is going to deal with them. It's not meant for you to try to fight with them. It's not meant for you to go back and forth with them. Don't try to get on Facebook and other kinds of social media and create comments and posts trying to go back and forth with somebody. Because one thing I don't like about doing that is you'll think that you going at one person, but if you hundreds and thousands of people are looking at that, and you may feel like you are saying this to get at one person, but you didn't hurt 1,000 people feelings, and you ain't even mean to. And long story short, like sometimes the person that you mean to see it don't even see it. And I'm just saying this to say, like, God is saying, stay out of this. This is not, it's not meant for you to go back and forth with this person. It's meant for, they copy you, they gonna copy you, but they not gonna stop you from doing what you meant to do. It's nothing that they can do to stop you. They can just, they can just do what they do. If they really truly love what they start doing, then kudos to them. Maybe they will find themselves in that. But if they don't truly love what they're doing, they're going to eventually stop doing it, and eventually they're going to get bored. Like, long story short, they're going to get bored. They're going to get bored, and they're going to give up on trying to attack you, on trying to come at you, or trying to, what is this, compete with you. And in reality, the message came to me through the movie Hunger Games, but this is not Hunger Games. This is not a fight, and if it's one person or the other person, or it's only one person that wins. Like, this is not that kind of situation. And I just feel like God is saying, don't get caught up in trying to compete with somebody, and trying to go back and forth with somebody, or in trying to be the biggest and the baddest. Life is not about that. Life is not about having the biggest trophy to show off. Life is, are you happy? Like, do you genuinely love your life? Do you genuinely love the people that you're around? Do you genuinely love what you are doing with your career and with your goals, with your dreams? Like, think about it in that sense, instead of thinking about it as in you have to be bigger and better than such and such. Because if you live in your life in that way, you're never going to be happy. And 9 out of 10, the person that you're trying to compete with not even happy. And that's what it is. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. If you would like to donate to the New Year's play giveaway, you can do so through my Cash App or through my website. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.